In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can.
Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone. Welcome to the tech zone. We on our tech flow, and there's still a global market in case you didn't know. So many guests, we not trying to impress. Just wanna pass off the info. You could do the rest. See, there's no escaping tech. It's part of our lives. Keep every individual connected worldwide. But all this innovation is more than entertainment. It's people like you paving a new way every day. So let your imagination run wild with all the things that you dream about. Cause the tech zone is on now with Paul Amadeus Lane. Blah. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the Tech Zone. I am Paul Amadeus Lane and you're in the Tech Zone. So happy to have you here on ABC News Radio, KMET, iHeart, iTunes, YouTube, live stream, all the different ways that you're consuming this show. Thank you so much. Continue to do so. I thoroughly appreciate it. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your life. Yes, really appreciate that. On our show today, we're going to be talking about tariffs, taxes, trade war. We're going to get an update from one of the experts in the field from the Consumer Technology Association and find out where we're at in this tariff game and how it's affecting us, and if there are any end to this trade war that we are all feeling the effects of. We're also going to be talking about adaptive and assistive technologies by one of the experts in the field. We know a couple of different conferences are getting ready to take place this week. We know Cal State University Northridge is having their assistive or adaptive just powwow going on in Anaheim this week. The conference where a lot of experts in the field, a lot of company going to talk about assistive technologies for those who are disabled. And then the gaming development conference is happening in San Francisco coming up in about a week and a half or so. Yeah, so a lot of things are happening. A lot of things are going on. So sit back and enjoy the show. I thought I would talk about in this beginning of the show. Oh, before I do that, let me give some information out there. If you want to connect with me, go to paulamadeouslane.com. That's paulamadeouslane.com. You can connect with me. You can catch up on old shows, follow me and all my escapades, and a special guest for you, always supporting and being part of the show. We really, really appreciate it. But I want to talk about cutting the cord. Now, what cord am I talking about? Now, that's a term that's becoming more and more familiar. Talking about cutting the cord when it comes to pay TV subscription services like satellite, like cable. Last year, there was about 1.5 million customers who cut the cord in 2018. But now we're seeing in 2019, going into 2019, there's over 3 million that have cut the cord and decided to stop paying the high prices of cable and satellite. Now, before we delve into why this may or may not be a great idea, satellite really played themselves. And they did this, I want to say, maybe 20 years ago or so, 19 years ago. When I first got satellite, Dish Network, one of the cool selling points of it was the East Coast and West Coast network channels, meaning that I could watch a show here on the West Coast at 5 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock. And that was really cool because let's say if you had competing shows you wanted to watch them live, you could do so. And then what happened? They got rid of that. And then to me, I think that's when they really played themselves. That's when they stopped being a viable solution, in my opinion. Now, even though they have the different movie channels, the regional sports, and all all these different things. But what we're seeing right now is that the prices, they continue to increase. Now, even though they get you in to an introductory price and say for $49 for 2 years, you'll get this, but after those 2 years are over, boy, that price will balloon. But here's why people are really cutting the cord. There's a lot of different alternatives out there. YouTube, Roku, you have Prime, Amazon Prime, the Fire Stick. All these different things, these apps are just incredible because you're still able to get content, and content that's not on regular TV that's just as good as what's on regular TV. And when it comes to this content, you can also dial in to original content by original developers, original people out there who don't have the budget to be on mainstream TV. I mean, there is so much good content out there on YouTube. You can chronicle people's lives who have different challenges. You can follow that. On Roku, you have people who creating their own Roku channels talking about their love of a certain thing. And regular TV really doesn't have that. I mean, they have reality shows. Well, let's face it, many of the reality shows are scripted right now. But a lot of people are finding out they can save some money and still get entertained. I mean, paying a fraction of the cost. Now, a word of caution. Now, some of the streaming services out there could be just as expensive as certain packages out there. I don't know, like a friend of mine, a colleague I went to broadcasting school with, he cut the cord and went to one of the streaming channels or the streaming services out there. Started off at $30 a month, but it went up to $40 a month. But that's really not bad compared to, what else you pay out there for the other channels and other subscription services out there. But do your homework. I am in a contract right now with my satellite provider. So when that contract is up, there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to cut the cord too. I'm going to stream some content, some great things out there. Shows that used to be on regular TV are now going to be on Netflix, on Amazon Prime. So there's a lot of competition out there. And if streaming services continue to keep their prices manageable, I think it's a major. I think either satellite companies and cable are going to have a hybrid, and kind of what they're doing right now with Dish Network, with a Dish Anywhere, with Sling, DirecTV Now. You're going to start to see these hybrids of streaming services so that they won't miss out. But here's the thing. Do what's best for you. Do what works for you. If you can save a little bread and still get your content, by all means, go ahead and do it. I mean, because if you're a gamer, you can stream stuff on your consoles, like your PS4, like your Xbox One. All these things just showing where technology is, that no longer are we held hostage to cable providers and satellite providers. We can have real choice out there, and choice that really can benefit us and our families and what we want to watch. And I can't understate just the value of this original content that you can get with these streaming services. I mean, a lot of people out there are very talented. They just don't have the breaks to be on mainstream television. But you're going to start to see that change with these streaming services out there. So I'm glad we're in the technological age where this is a possibility. All right. So are you going to cut the cord? I want to know. Let me know. PaulAmadeusLane.com, or comment on these episodes that you're watching, that you're listening, and let the world know. Are you liberated? All right. When we get back, we are going to talk about a couple of conferences out there that truly have the disabled community in mind, and adaptive and assistive technology. And even if you're not disabled, these technologies out there will make it even easier for you. So don't miss my chat coming up after the break with my very special guest who will help us navigate through this next segment. Yeah, so right back There's the Paul Amadeus Lane Tech Zone. Be right back after these messages. Boy, I almost blew that, didn't I? All right, be right back.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone.